We appreciate time to the genuine ones only. God works in mysterious ways. It's totally unhealthy to be a hate in disguise, and I say that respectfully, especially when someone doesn't have malicious intentions towards you, and let alone they're in their own lane minding their business. It's a thought process for me. No, for real. What's wrong with you? I say this respectfully. Like I said, my content is not for everybody. But never lose yourself because someone doesn't see your worth. Never get discouraged because someone had to manipulate your character to play you close because they didn't see your worth. That unhealthy relationship, it didn't work out for all the right reasons, only to realize you was being protected by the good God. And I say that respectfully. Sometimes we don't understand or recognize what pain actually looks like because we don't know how to self-reflect to get in tune with ourselves, to say, you know what, we are worthy because someone overlooked us. It's a thought process to me. Never lose sight of the day as to who you truly are when you're able to self-reflect and look in the mirror, especially when you understand change and growth and understand at the end of the day, things will never be the same because someone didn't see your worth. They made you feel like being abandoned was the norm, and it wasn't the norm, and I say that respectfully. Trying to figure out where you're going wrong when you knew how to show up for somebody, and they took your kindness or weakness to manipulate your character for the script that you truly wasn't, hoping the fact that you knew how to mentally go within. You know, showing up for somebody when they try to shortchange you when it came to communication, showing up for somebody when they was being disrespectful and you wasn't projecting trauma and pain on them, and they made an excuse at the end of the day that you was the person with all the drama and only to realize you wasn't trying to hurt nobody. Action spoke louder than words. You knew how to respect somebody, but someone tried to discourage you that day to allow you to feel like it was the norm, to become your own worst enemy. And you trying to find out, where did you go wrong? Only to realize it wasn't you, it was a projection on someone else's pain and trauma that they were trying to project on you that day. Only to realize that, wow, you had to walk away. You stayed in a situation longer than you were supposed to. Only to realize that, dang, you only mentally abused yourself. Now you trying to find yourself, to uplift yourself, to see your worth, that you are worthy. You matter, you are worthy. When they can't recognize at the end of the day, to be mindful when projecting their trauma and their pain on an innocent person. Things will never be the same when a real one has to walk away. Sometimes God places certain individuals in your life when you don't understand. When it comes to certain obstacles to make you mentally strong, to show you at the end of the day that you are wiser than you expected. Because someone doesn't know how to show up for you. They try to discourage you at the end of the day, only to realize that, wow, you didn't give up on yourself. When you understood change and growth and understand things would never be the same. Being emotionally unstable, that wasn't the way to go. Making yourself feel like you need a whole straight body jacket with an injection attached to it with a doctor's note. No, that was someone projection on you because they didn't see your worth. They said that you was crazy, that you wasn't worthy yourself. Only to realize that, wow, you wasn't. You just knew how to believe in yourself, to respect somebody in the most healthiest way. And because you knew how to respect somebody in the most healthiest way, they labeled you crazy. Because they overlooked you. Not only did they overlook you, but they allowed you to feel like you was the excuse to run game on you. To make you feel like, wow, because you had confidence within yourself. Yeah, you had abandonment issues, moms, pops, that relationship didn't work out for all the right reasons. But you knew how to show up for somebody. And they tried to shortchange you when it came to your worth, to put you in a mindset of being your own worst prisoner. And I say that respectfully. You know, becoming your own worst enemy. But with time and change comes growth. How God will show you at the end of the day to heal the wounds that's installed within you. That you matter, you're worthy when someone tries to discourage you in an unhealthy way. Never lose sight of day as to who you are because someone tries to put their emotions and their projection of their trauma and their pain on you to make you mentally unstable. Don't make excuses for somebody else at the end of the day, and I say that respectfully, because someone doesn't see your worth. That unhealthy relationship, they had a hand problem. They were so dysfunctional, but you still knew how to respect somebody. And only to realize you had to walk away. You was already losing yourself mentally, disturbing yourself, only to realize that, wow, you just wanted to find yourself to understand peace and recognize who you truly was, to mentally go within when someone didn't see your worth. Only to realize that, wow, you healed the wounds that was installed within you. Only to realize that, wow, how God works in mysterious ways. God poured into your cup to show you at the end of the day what an even exchange looks like when you choose yourself to better yourself, to understand that you are worthy. God poured into your cup, overflowed your cup with genuine people that was going to respect you and meet you halfway, not shortchange you when it came to communication. How times change. You're able to self-reflect and recognize who you are today. It wasn't an overnight process, healing trauma and pain when it came to wounds that was installed within you because of someone else was projecting that was projected on you in the most unhealthiest way. You had to recognize what patience looks like up close in person. It wasn't easy, but something that you prayed for. When you least expected it actually showed up because you showed up for you, not to be mentally disturbed or allow someone to shortchange you when it came to communication, but you knew how to respect yourself, to understand to pour into yourself, not to shortchange yourself. Days when you couldn't even see for yourself, wow. With time comes change and change comes growth. You was willing to better yourself to come out that mindset of being your worst enemy. When someone didn't see your worth. Your moms and your pops, they overlooked you. They didn't know how to love you, let alone they didn't even say it. You didn't hear it, but you knew how to love somebody. And because you knew how to love somebody, you had the confidence within yourself to still respect somebody when you went out into the cold world that was against you. And they was only disrespecting their neighbor. They was only disrespecting their neighbor. And only to realize how mentally strong you truly was. And you wasn't trying to project what you've been through on an innocent person. Because God was using you to show you at the end of the day that everybody is not the same when it comes to trauma and pain. When they didn't recognize your worth, they tried to shortchange you. When they didn't recognize the fact that you wasn't giving up on yourself. When they tried to shortchange you. When they wanted you to live in fear and be discouraged, only to realize what an even exchange looks like up close in person. Was you. You chose you. When they overlooked you. You chose you. When an unhealthy relationship didn't know how to show up for you. You chose you when you had moms and pops issues at the end of the day when it came to abandonment issues. Someone having a hand problem, being dysfunctional. You may have dealt with being sexually assaulted as a child, dealing with discrimination, hate crime, violence. You put a name to your book. It went into your adulthood. They don't understand how. How did you overcome obstacles that was placed in front of you? How did you overcome these challenges and you're supposed to be dysfunctional, only to realize how God works in mysterious ways to protect you? They don't understand when you say the word God at the end of the day, how God is truly favoring you. They tell you to shut up and be quiet, because how can God possibly favor you? And only to realize you didn't allow someone to mislead you when it came to your view. Because God was showing you patience, showing you guidance to pour into you. Because God was still pouring into you, showing you that you are worthy and you matter. Don't get discouraged today. You was mentally willing to go within to heal the wounds that was installed within you when it comes to trauma and pain. It wasn't an overnight process, but you wasn't trying to mentally abuse yourself with words when it came to pain. You found peace within. It was an overnight process. You're still being balanced out when it comes to patience, when it comes to being patient with yourself, when it comes to actually enduring peace within, to recognize that everybody's not going to be part of your journey, regardless if it's a stranger in the street or family or not. And I say that respectfully when you're moving accordingly. You're on a good God's timing when you don't worship the devil. The energy hits different when you know how to mentally go within. When someone tries to discourage you in an unhealthy way, only to realize that you understood your view. And you didn't have to gaslight nobody. Recognizing your faith. You matter, you're worthy. Never shortchange yourself because someone didn't see your worth and they try to discourage you that day in the most unhealthiest way. How God works in mysterious ways and shows up for you when you least expect it. The good God, and I say that respectfully, when you don't worship the devil, they don't understand your understanding that, hey, I matter and I am worthy. I can self-reflect and look in the mirror to recognize, you know what? They didn't choose me, but I choose me to love me in a healthy way. Naya, genuine love, respect. I truly appreciate time to the genuine ones only. Have a good day, have a safe month, have a safe week, have a safe remaining year. Protect your energy. You are worthy. Just because they overlooked you, they don't understand your faith when it comes to the good God, and I say that respectfully. Never allow that to stop you from being your biggest cheerleader. When someone is not rooting you on, when someone tries to discourage you, manipulate your character, say that you're not worthy yourself, he say, she say, definitely wasn't adding up, but you had enough when you was just in your own lane, not allowing someone's projection and pain to be brought on you. Never give up on yourself because someone doesn't see your worth. Here's the thought process of me. I need a nap. I gotta go. Have a good day to the genuine ones only. Oh, man. What I do? I don't know what I'm doing.